I mean, what does this say to you about President Trump's approach to foreign policy and what this might mean for the future relationship between the U.S. and Ukraine? Yes, here again, folks, we are headed to a runoff with Mike Collins securing 41% of the vote, Derek Dooley getting 30%. Now, in this race in particular, this color-coded heat map is particularly interesting to me. You might remember last half hour, I told you the darker the color you see here, the stronger that candidate's stronghold in each county. So the orange represents Mike Collins. You see he got a lot of middle and rural central Georgia. Buddy Carter here predictably getting a lot of our coastal counties, but not enough to contend with political newcomer Derek Dooley, who performed particularly well up closer to the metro, getting 46% of the vote in DeKalb County, 45% in Fulton County. He even came out ahead in Athens, which is Mike Collins' own congressional district, although, of course, Coach Dooley has his own Athens fame. We are seeing a lot of anxious federal employees because of the uncertainty surrounding their employment, and also now some concern about Elon Musk and his involvement. Kristen, how much of this is a surprise versus the president following through on plans that he'd already laid out?
There is a bill stuck in the Senate right now that would make it easier for exonerees to be compensated. Plus, 6 resolutions seeking to pay 6 wrongfully convicted Georgians who spent a combined 129 years in prison for crimes they did not commit. But as time runs out here at Georgia's Capitol, it's becoming less and less likely that they'll ever see a dime.
I think Republicans are probably facing some tough choices. I mean, how do they resolve this? Of 2:30 this afternoon, 700,000 Georgians have cast their ballots on Election Day. Now, that's in addition to the 4 million votes that have been cast in Georgia early, and that could mean that we could see final results early here in Georgia tonight as well. Now, Raffensperger did mention that about a dozen different precincts across the state of Georgia will have to be held open 30 to 45 minutes late tonight due to a variety of different delays that happened across the day. Most of them, he said, were minor, but at least 4 precincts, 2 in Gwinnett and 2 in Fulton, had to be evacuated for about a half an hour because of bomb threats. But why are we having to convince facilities to take what is essentially free money to protect kids? You are inheriting a lot of problems. To this point, do you feel like those improvements have been made? Are you worried that this might come off as if you bring a gun to the airport, there are no consequences? It was everything from a 5% pay decrease to a demotion to a promotion to moving to a civilian position. How is it possible that there's such a huge difference in how these different agencies are approaching this? Can you tell me when you changed your mind about the whole health building?
That's not really an accurate depiction of
what would be more accurate? Do you think that these things could be resolved in, 24 hours? Or
yes.
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 Now many are wondering if McHenry has any real power or if Congress is essentially paralyzed until a new speaker is elected. Did you get the sense that there was a specific message or goal of that vigil today? Right now, this is the White House versus the courts, it feels like, but some Democrats are also warning that this is a distraction.
The small town feel, its charm.
The town of Juliet, Georgia is synonymous with fried green tomatoes.
Before the movie, it was my dad's antique store.
And the tracks outside the Whistle Stop Cafe.
I hear a train.
For locals like Andrea Goolsby, its charm is lost.
It's slowing down.
With the sound of squealing brakes.
How often is it happening that a train's stopping here?
4 out of 7 days a week.
For hours.
Hours.
It was near these tracks where an impaired driver recently crashed into a 73-year-old woman. The stopped train blocking the ambulance's access to her. The only way around, a 35-minute drive.
They put her on a stretcher and pushed her under the train.
And it's not just a small-town problem.
911, where is your emergency?
This is another route for this train because it's been on the track about an hour.
Hundreds of reports are pouring in every month from residents in Fulton, Gwinnett, Clayton, and beyond.
People are crawling under the track, trying to go through it, and we got people in wheelchairs.
In Lithonia,
it's been a big nightmare because it sits on the train track for weeks at a time.
The stopped train is a constant reminder to Charlotte Owens of the day it almost cost her life.
I was actually having a heart attack, and the ambulance could not get to me. It was terrifying. One of the medical people had been to my house before, and he got out and walked up to me. I could have died.
It's a challenge. And we recognize it, and we're aware of it.
DeKalb Fire Chief Darnell Fulham says the county has nearly 200 crossings to navigate.
When the crews are responding to calls, first of all, they know where they're located. And I can tell you that they're looking for the trains.
In Cobb County, it's also top of mind for first responders.
We practice and train for those type of situations.
But neighbors say their complaints to train companies and lawmakers have fallen on deaf ears.
If they had to sit here at this train for hours every day to make it to the Capitol, it would be different.
A spokesperson for Norfolk Southern, one of the two major railroad companies in Georgia, tells us it tries its best to avoid blocking crossings, saying trains can stop for many reasons, from crew breaks to maintenance issues. But for Andrea, those explanations feel like excuses.
It's not a good excuse when it happens multiple days in a row at the same time every day. It's kind of hard to believe.
37 states have laws limiting how long trains can sit on the tracks. But Georgia isn't one of them.
Why do you think that is?
Control, money, power. I think there needs to be legislation, and they need to be held accountable.
I'm sorry about it being hot in here.
Don't mistake what you're about to hear.
They never came to fix our air conditioner.
For complaining.
This is the kitchen.
Because after 21 years,
this is just the bathroom.
Tajay Pennington finally gets to say,
and this is my room.
Mine.
My Xbox. I love playing the game.
Not much, but more than she's ever had.
Where does your roommate sleep?
Right there on that mattress.
Better than the circumstances that landed her in Georgia's foster care system at 15.
It wasn't a home. It was more so of a prison. Like, she used to put a bar on my door, and I wasn't able to come out. Like, I used to be in my room for months at a time. The police used to come and stuff. They used to tell me that they would get me out the situation that I was in, and they would never come back to help me. And I remember, I'm sorry.
It's been 5 months since Tajay aged out of foster care and had to make it on her own.
Turned 21, got the apartment, and that's it. They helped me drop my stuff off, and then they left.
5 days a week at her $12 an hour job wasn't enough to keep the bills paid or the recent eviction notice from her door.
I'm really scared, but there's a lot of homeless people out there, so at least I won't be the only one.
That's why the federal government introduced the Foster Youth to Independence, or FYI, voucher program in 2019, providing up to 36 months of rental assistance for young people like Tajay.
This year, Georgia's eligible to receive 769 FYI vouchers, but we've only received 3 obtained by Brunswick and Albany. That's 0.005% of the nearly $12.8 million available this year.
Did anyone with DFACS actually set a meeting with you?
No.
Never?
Never.
On a state level, DFACS admits they don't track these young people after they age out, telling 11 Alive Investigates they're, quote, working to establish a centralized process. We reached out to all 13 Georgia housing authorities that are currently eligible for FYI vouchers. Only 2, Atlanta and DeKalb, said they plan to apply for the vouchers soon. Others, like Fulton and Decatur, said they're focusing their resources on other programs. Nearly all said they hadn't heard from DFACS about the FYI program at all until August 1st of this year, the exact same day we first reached out to DFACS about this story.
It would have helped me be in the space where I don't have to worry about where my next meal or where I'm going to lay my head.
Whew. If Atlanta Housing does obtain vouchers, Tajay could qualify if they find her. Until then, she's holding on as long as she can to hope and what's hers.
It's just material things, you know what I mean? At least they didn't take my soul.
Today I'm 96.
After 96 years.
I had trouble with my hearing aids, but we got them fixed.
You might wish for time to slow down.
That's the way it goes, isn't it?
Not the case for Martha Frances Hutchins,
Thank you.
who's anxiously waiting to catch up
If everybody could come.
with the girls.
Hi there.
8 friends, 8 decades strong.
We rode the school bus together.
Fate long ago led each of them to Lawrenceville.
When I was young, everybody in Lawrenceville knew each other.
The church that brought them together still standing on a street aptly named Lucky.
Girlfriends are just the best friends that you can have.
You're the youngest. You're 88.
each separated by a few years.
I'll be 99 in August.
And not much else.
I couldn't get by without them.
After a few years apart,
And I've gained weight.
there's a lot of catching up to do.
I've got a wonderful appetite.
The inevitable changes.
I'm going to an assisted living.
And decades of memories.
I almost didn't marry my husband because he couldn't dance. And he gave me off to Jack, her husband.
The friends were together when they each met the men they loved.
This is Martha Francis' husband.
Together when, one by one,
That's Robert again.
Still miss him, don't you?
they each had to say goodbye.
We've all been with each other when we've lost our husbands. So it's those kinds of situations over a number of years that tie you together.
They'd want to be here.
Yeah. And they'd want us to be here. We've helped each other through the good and the bad.
But today is about the goodness of girlhood friendships.
When they still mean so much to you, that's your circle of love.
A story they're pretty tickled has drawn the local news.
I don't know where she's got the sound on or not. Tell me a dirty joke.
But one worth sharing nonetheless.
We don't feel like we have to be somebody that we're not.
And although some gaps are left by time and age,
I don't remember a lot of things that I should.
they're not all too concerned.
It comes back when you get together. They help you remember your life, you know.
Because if all these decades of friendship have taught them anything,
Oh, that's a good picture.
it's that the only thing better than sharing old memories
Happy birthday, Martha Francis.
is another year
Happy birthday to you.
to make new ones.
That was pretty.
In Grayson,
Y'all did good.
Savannah Levins,
I'll always remember it.
11 Alive News.